17 pages of the Conservatives' Trojan horse budget bill was devoted to speaking about innovation. But when it came to funding Made in Canada satellite technology, the budget was silent. Well, I won't be. The RadarSAT constellation mission is the leading edge of Canada's innovation in space. Once launched, it will be able to detect oil spills both at sea and from pipelines. It will monitor the Northwest Passage as well as ice flows and icebergs in the Atlantic. It can track forest fires and flooding to protect Canadians from natural and even man-made threats. The refusal to extend funding is precipitating a brain drain of highly skilled engineers and scientists who are packing their bags and leaving Canada to go work for the competition. 100 jobs have already been lost in Brampton, and another 150 more are at risk in Richmond, Montreal, and Brampton. These are the people who built the Canadarms. The project is due to run out of funds by the end of August, and it's time for Conservatives to stop playing games and fund RadarSAT.
Honourable member for Scarborough Southwest.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, the minister seems to forget that tax credit does absolutely nothing to help poor kids get active. Now, the minister keeps fouling out on this issue. Children's health is vital to a healthy future and a healthy Canada. The organization Active Healthy Kids Canada gave our kids an F. And just to be clear, that doesn't stand for fantastic. In the active play category, something is wrong. And the Minister of Sport keeps fumbling his portfolio when he can't even be bothered to read the report. It's not exactly heavy lifting, so a simple question. Can the Minister quote one recommendation from the report?
The Honourable Minister of State for Sport.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I said before, keeping our kids active and involved in sports leads to healthier, happier lifestyles. And that is what we're doing. Working with provinces, we have created Children's Fitness Tax Credit. Participation is another program that was revived by Conservative government that's helping a lot of kids around the country getting involved in physical activity and sports. And also, with the help of Canadian Tire Jumpstart, we have helped nearly 400,000 kids get involved in sports which they want to involve before. That's what we're doing for all the Canadian kids.
Honourable member for Scarborough Southwest.
Well, it's clear the minister knows his talking points quite well, and so does everyone else at this point. Now, the minister is unable to stand and answer the most basic questions about the report. Why is that, Mr. Speaker? Well, because the report contradicts his PMO-sponsored talking points. The minister couldn't even say if he thinks it's acceptable that half of Canadian children get less than 3 hours of physical activity a week.
Order. Order. The Honourable member for Scarborough Southwest has the floor.
Well, if your minister would actually read the report, maybe he'd have something to add to the discussion. So let's be good sports and give him a mulligan, Mr. Speaker. Now, does the minister think that 3 hours a week is enough?
The Honourable Minister of State for Sport.
Mr. Speaker, keeping our kids active and involved in sports leads to healthier, happier lifestyles. That's what we're doing for our kids. We have created Children's Fitness Tax Credit. We have invested money in participation, La Grande fee, and we're working with provinces and territories to have Canadians stay healthy and active, and that's what we're doing.